Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night to y'all. I am Professor M. Before we get started, I do stream 2 days a week. We're going to do Tuesdays and Thursdays, first thing in the morning, 9 o'clock. I am in Alaska, so we're going to go with Alaska time. We got a whole bunch of information to go over in this one. I'm going to try and hammer out as much as I can, as fast as I can, and make it enjoyable for you. Hope you dig it. So first off, we're going to be looking at the Litchfield repeater. It's a standard repeater. It's going to be the first thing that's available to you. Then you get the Lancaster. The Lancaster is the one I would always recommend people to actually wait until you can get. Just wait till you can get it. But you're going to see here in a minute why. Regardless of what gun it is, you should always do the improvements. Get your iron sights done. If you can put a scope on it, put a scope on it. I actually held off putting a scope on this thing for a very long time. I have no idea what reason why. The grains, don't change the grains right away. Don't worry about it at least. And the wraps are really important. You could do a cloth wrap or a leather wrap. The big thing about the wraps is it's going to keep your gun from degrading, so it'll keep it, it'll stay cleaner longer. So for the first test, we're doing the Litchfield. I'm pushing that X button as fast as I can. I'm not giving it time to really zone in. But if you get into a gunfight, you're going to kind of see the spread. Next is the Lancaster. The Lancaster is my favorite of all the repeaters, and I think a lot of people will agree with that. You're going to see here why. Same thing, mashing that X button. Shot from the same distance, everything is the same. There's a Lancaster, there's a Litchfield. Now that spread is actually really important. You got to pay attention to that spread. When you're in the middle of a gunfight, well, I'll tell you what, you're going to watch a little bit of Lancaster footage, and I'm going to give you a little bit of history of this thing. There we go, finally. Alright, so the Litchfield is actually designed after the Henry rifle, which was designed by Benjamin Tyler Henry in 1860. It is a 44 caliber rimfire breech load lever action revolver. The Henry was an improved version of the earlier Volition and the later Volcanic. So they really took the base of this lever action and they used this to actually make the Volcanic pistol. Benjamin Tyler Henry was actually working for Winchester at the time, I believe, or the company had been bought out. Winchester kept on making these guns for a long time. My biggest thing with this is if you're going to be shooting at people, you want to be as close to them as you possibly can, and you want to put as many rounds in them as possible. The further away you are, the less accurate you are, the more you're going to miss. Now the Lancaster. Oh, this thing. I'm shooting fairly quickly. I want you to see that it does keep hitting its target for the most part. But if you take your time, and you let that reticle drop down, you see how it shrinks? You'll catch headshots all day long. So the Lancaster is actually the Winchester model 1866 because it was designed in 1866. It's a lever action rifle. Everything Winchester disliked about the Henry rifle they fixed and they put it into the Lancaster. Hence the reason it's so much better. It is also a 44 and it is also rimfire. One thing to remember when you're doing this, man, when you're playing this game, this isn't like Call of Duty, this isn't like, you know, Apex or anything like that. Everything about the game is slow. You have to slow it down. Enjoy the game. Play the way you play. Do your thing. The whole point of all of this is to have some fun. Go out, do your thing, pick the guns you like, pick them for the reasons you like. Ultimately, just have fun in the end. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed. Please drop a like, drop a sub, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you next time. Much appreciated. You can take this time, check out these other videos I got. Got tons going up 3 times a week.